Good evening, baseball fans. You are tuning in to Houston Astros Network, and we are here at the O.Co Coliseum as the Houston Astros travel to the East Bay to take on the Oakland Athletics in Game 1 of the 2014 AL Division Series. Now let's take a look at the lineup that manager Bo Porter has put together for the Houston Astros. Leading things off in left field is Juan Pierre. Batting second and playing second is Jose Altuve. Batting third is the first baseman Kendrys Morales, and in the cleanup spot is the DH Chris Carter. On the mound today for the Athletics is their right-hander, the ace Sonny Gray, who went 15-3 on the regular season with a 3.25 ERA and 197 strikeouts. Very solid stat line for the young right-hander. Making his way to the dish now to lead things off for the Astros with 37 stolen bases in the regular season, the left fielder Juan Pierre, who went 4 for 5 in the AL wildcard game against the Angels. 0-1 count on Pierre as Sonny Gray is getting set. Here comes the kick. And the pitch is Pierre is going to pop this one up to center field. And Coco Crisp is going to range a bit to his left as he camps into that one. Put away the first out of the inning. Flip things around in the bottom half of first now as we take a look at the Oakland Athletics lineup. Leading things off playing center field is Coco Crisp. Batting second and playing second, Ben Zobrist. Batting third and playing third is Josh Donaldson. In the cleanup spot is the first baseman Brandon Moss. On the mound today for the Astros is the young right-hander Jarred Cozart, who went 7-12 on the season. Cozart working the 1-2 count here on Josh Donaldson. Here's the kick. And the pitch from Cozart, that's a 97-mile-per-hour fastball from the zone as he sends down Josh Donaldson swinging. And that's going to complete a scoreless first inning for both teams here. Dexter Fowler at the plate, 0-2 count on him. Sonny Gray getting set. And he deals, as Fowler gives this one a ride in a deep right field. That's over the wall, that's a no-doubt home run for the center fielder Dexter Fowler to give the Houston Astros a 1-0 lead here in the ALDS Game 1. As Sonny Gray gives up his first home run in the playoffs, and the A's have given up their first run of the 2014 playoffs, as Dexter Fowler is going to round the bases, and Bo Porter is going to be very happy about that one, as his Astros are off to an early 1-0 lead. Cozart working with a 3-2 count here on Brandon Moss. Here's the kick. And the pitch from Cozart as Moss gives this one a ride into right field. And that one's out of here too, just over the 367 sign. As Moss is going to trot around those bases. As the Athletics fans are going to erupt here. As they tie the ball game 1-1. Both pitchers giving up home runs as the only runs of the ball game so far. Both teams have home runs in the second inning. 2-0 count on John Jaso now. Here comes the pitch from Cozart. And that's just going to be a pop-up to shallow left field as Pierre is going to camp under that one. And he's going to catch that one to put Jaso away for the third out of the inning. Top of the third now is Mike Zunino's at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Sonny Gray as Zunino lines this one in the left center gap. That's going to rattle up against the wall as Zunino rounds first. He's running for second, and he heads into second standing up for a double in the third inning. 1 out. 0-0 count now on Jose Altuve, all 5'6" of him. Here comes the pitch from Sonny Gray as Altuve lines this one past Donaldson at third. Zunino's not going to advance, and that's going to be runners on first and second now for the Astros. 1-0 count now on the first baseman, Kendrys Morales. As Sonny Gray is getting set, he deals, and Kendrys is just going to ground this one to Donaldson over at third as he turns that one for a double play at the end of the inning. Full count here on Coco Crisp. As Cozart's getting set. And he deals. And that's going to be up in the zone as Crisp takes that one for the fourth ball. Take your base, Coco Crisp. That's going to be a base runner here for the Oakland Athletics. Jarred Cozart working the 1-2 count here on Ben Zobrist. Coco Crisp on first. Cozart deals. As that's going to be grounded up the middle for a base hit. It's going to advance the runner as that is first and second now for the Oakland Athletics. Donaldson at the plate now with runners on first and second. 2-1 count on him. He's going to be lining this one straight to the shortstop Stephen Drew as he jabs at that one to put away Donaldson and then the inning. And we still have a 1-1 ball game here. Chris Carter at the plate now. Full count on him. Sonny Gray getting set. Here's the kick. And the pitch. As that's going to be taken down the zone. Change up. Ball 4. Chris Carter, take your base. That is something that he is used to doing, as he was one of the top 5 guys in the league in walks all season long. With Carter on first, that brings up the right fielder, George Springer. 0-0 count on him. Here's the pitch from Gray. And Springer's going to get this one a ride in left field. And Cespedes dives for that one, but it's going to get past him as Carter's rounding second. And he's rounding third. The big man's going to score on the play as George Springer gets himself an RBI triple as he hits that one past the diving glove of Yoenis Cespedes in left. Todd Frazier at the plate. No outs in the inning still. Here's the pitch from Gray, as Frazier's going to give this one a deep fly ball in the left field. Cespedes is going to camp out of that one. George Springer's going to come home. Throw from Cespedes is not in time as Springer slides in to make this a 3-1 ball game now. 2-2 count here on Brandon Moss. Kozark getting set. He kicks. And he fires. And that's going to be driven into deep left field. That's back to the wall. And that's off the wall as Pierre isn't able to get to that one. Fowler has to come around the field that. Moss is going to run second, but he's going to think wisely as he holds at second base. Now with Brandon Moss on second, that's going to bring up the left field at Yoenis Cespedes. Still no outs in the inning. Kozart deals. As Cespedes is going to give this one a ride into right field. George Springer is going to get to that one, but Brandon Moss is going to tag up, advance to third in the play. Runner on third with 1 out now for the Athletics. 2-2 count here on Josh Reddick. Here comes the pitch from Kozart as Reddick gives this one a ride over the right field fence. That's no doubt. That's out of here. 2-run shot for Josh Reddick to tie up the ball game. It is now a 3-3 ball game after the 2-run shot from Josh Reddick. So he's going to round the base. Jared Kozart is not going to be happy about allowing that one, and Bo Porter isn't going to be even happier as he knows that Jared Kozart gets rattled easily, and it's not good against this swinging A's powerful lineup. 0-1 count on Juan Pierre. Sonny Gray on the mound with the kick. And the pitch as Pierre slaps this one right in front of Josh Reddick, as he's not able to handle that one, but Pierre is going to hold up at first. So now they've got a base runner here for the Astros. Jose Altuve at the plate now as Pierre's taking off for second. He is going to slide and avoid the tag as he slides in safe. That's a stolen base for the speed demon Juan Pierre. 1-1 count now on Altuve. Sonny Gray getting set. And he deals as Altuve grinds this one up the middle. And Pierre's going to round third, head home. He's going to score, and Altuve is going to slide in a second. That's an RBI double for Jose Altuve. Altuve on third now. 2-2 count here on Chris Carter. Here comes the pitch from Gray. As Carter lines this one up the middle, Altuve is going to score the play. That's an RBI single for the big bat of Chris Carter. Next up in the inning is George Springer, the right fielder. Sonny Gray getting set. He deals. And Springer is going to line this one into the gap. That's going to get past crisp diving glove as Carter is going to score from first once again. And George Springer gets himself another RBI triple. After the 6th run of the ball game crosses for the Astros, that's going to end the day for the starter Sonny Gray for the Athletics. As Melvin comes out to the mound, he takes the ball away from Gray, and he's going to make a pitching change here. And coming on the bullpen now for the Athletics is the right-hander, the 30-year-old right-hander, 6'2", Jesse. No, I'm not related to Eric Chavez. And Chavez is going to be facing Todd Frazier here with 2 outs, 0-1 count. George Springer on third. Here comes the pitch. As Frazier's going to line this one down the left field line, Springer's going to score. Frazier's rounding first. He's hustling for second, and he slides in to avoid the tag. That's an RBI double for Todd Frazier. Dexter Fowler at the plate now, 0-1 count on him. Jesse Chavez getting set. Here comes the pitch. And Fowler gives this one a ride into deep center field. That's back to the track, to the wall, but it's only to the track, as that's going to be camped under in center by Coco Crisp as he puts that away, but not before the Astros strike, and they make this a 7-3 lead here for Houston. 0-2 count here on Coco Crisp. Cozart's still on the mound. He kicks. And he fires, as that's going to be a line down the left field line. Pierre's going to get to that one rather quickly, but not before Coco Crisp heads standing up into second for a double. 3-2 count now on the second baseman, Ben Zobrist. Cozart getting set, and he deals. And that's going to be lined up the middle. Fowler's going to field that one in center. He's going to fire home, but the throw is offline by a lot, as that's going to be a 7-4 game now. And after that run crosses the plate for the Athletics, that's going to end the day for the right-hander Jared Cozart of the Astros, as Bo Porter comes out to the mound now, takes the ball away from him. He's going to make a pitching change. Jared Cozart didn't have too bad of a day, but it was enough to get him knocked out here. And coming out of the bullpen now for the Astros is the right-hander, Paul, not related to Roger Clemens, the 26-year-old right-hander, 6'4", 200 pounds, who spent the entire season coming out of relief at a long relief role. So with runner on first, Paul Clemens comes in to face Brandon Moss. 2-0 count on him, as he grounds out to Stephen Drew here, and he fires over to first. That's going to end the inning. So Paul Clemens comes in, and he stops the bleeding here for the Astros, but not before the Athletics strike for one, as this is now a 7-4 Astros lead. Stephen Drew at the plate now for the Astros, as Sonny Gray kicks. Here comes the pitch, and Stephen Drew's going to line this one in between Cespedes and Crisp in left center. He's going to round first, head for second. He heads into second, standing up. Thinks about three, but chooses wisely and holds up. Coming up the plate now for the Astros is the catcher, Mike Zunino. Chavez looking at second. Here comes the pitch, and Zunino lines this one into left field. So that's going to make first and third runners on the corners here for the Astros. 1-1 count on Juan Pierre now. Chavez getting set. Here comes the pitch from Chavez, as Pierre is going to line this one, pop this one into right field. And Reddick's able to track back to the wall and get that one, but the runner from third is going to score, and that is an 8-4 lead now for the Astros on the sac fly by Juan Pierre. Runner on first for the Athletics is Ben Zobrist at the plate. 1-1 count. Paul Clemens getting set. And he deals. And Zobrist is going to ground this one in between first and second. George Springer's going to come up firing to third as he holds the runner at second. First and second now for the Athletics. And coming out of the bullpen now for the Astros is the left-hander Raul Valdez, who led the Astros in lead and wins in the regular season. The 36-year-old veteran left-hander had a very solid season coming out of the bullpen. Runners on the corners now for the Athletics is Brandon Moss with a 2-1 count. Valdez delivers, and Altuve is going to fire this one to second base for the short putout, as that's going to end the inning. As Valdez is able to come in and hold the bleeding as no runs come across, this is still an 8-4 Astros lead. 1-2 count here in the left field, Jonas Cespedes. Valdez deals, that's grounded to the shortstop, Stephen Drew fires the first, and that pulls Morales off the bag, as Cespedes is going to be on base here after the throwing error from Drew. Bases loaded for the Athletics now, 2-2 count here on Jed Lowry. That's going to be grounded up the middle as Altuve is not able to get that one. Fowler is going to field this. He's going to fire home, throws offline, 2 runs come in, as the Athletics are chipping away at this lead. And coming off the bench now as a pinch hitter is the utility man, Alberto Callaspo. He's going to come in the game here with runners on first and second for the Athletics. And pinch running at second base is going to be the speedy Craig Gentry. And coming in out of the bullpen now for the Astros is the right-hander Ryan Madson, who's appeared in 1 game, 1 inning so far in the wild card game for the Astros here in the playoffs. Didn't have the most productive of regular seasons, but he does have experience. 1-0 count here on Callaspo. Here comes the pitch from Madsen. That's going to be a drag bunt down the line, as that's perfectly placed, as Callaspo is able to beat that one out at first, as the throw from Madsen was not in time. Bases loaded once again for the Athletics. 0-2 count here on Ben Zobrist. Madsen, that's going to be lined into left field. Pierre's going to get back to the wall, and he's going to catch that one. Runner's going to tag out from the third, as that's going to score a run here for the Athletics. And that one's going to skip off Zunino's glove as the runner is going to advance to second base. Second and third now for the Athletics. 0-0 count here on the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Here comes the pitch from Madsen. And this one's just going to be chopped back to Madsen at the mound as he fires over to first to end the inning. But not before the Athletics are able to score a run, and they strike to make this an 8-7 Astros lead as they are slowly chipping away at this Astros lead. It's bottom of the ninth, and you know what that means, as Jesse Crain is going to come in the ball game, the 32-year-old closer who had a very solid season for the Astros. 3-2 count here on Josh Reddick. Crain getting set. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be lined in the gap as Fowler is not able to get to that one, as that's going to rattle up against the wall. The runner's going to round third, head home. Throw's going to come in, but it's going to be well off time, as that's going to tie the ball game here as Jesse Crain blows the save. Chris Carter up at bat for the Astros here in the top of the 10th. The pitch from Cook, and Carter's going to get this one a ride in a deep left center. That's back. That's over the wall as that gives the Astros a 9-8 lead here in extra innings. As Chris Carter's going to round the base, and the Athletics know that they might have just lost the ball game after that home run if they aren't able to get anything going in their half of the inning. And another pitcher's going to come out of the bullpen now for the Astros, this time the right-hander Brad the Birdman Peacock. 2 outs now, 2-2 count here on Ben Zobrist. Peacock kicks and he delivers. That's going to be a knuckle curve called strike on the corner, as that's how the ball game is going to end. That's how the cookie crumbles as the Astros come away with Game 1 of the ALDS. And they take a 1-0 lead in the series over the Athletics in the 2014 AL Division Series. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here at this ball game at O.Co Coliseum. Don't forget to take a look in the box score on your way out, and also don't forget to tune in next time as we are going to be here at O.Co Coliseum for Game 2 of the ALDS. Good evening, baseball fans. You are tuning into Houston Astros Network, and we are here at Minute Maid Park for the first time to see Houston Astros playoff baseball since 2005. And we are here to watch the 2014 AL wildcard game between our hometown Houston Astros and the interdivision rivals, Los Angeles Angels.